All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here, and I think we need to talk about the um, Genesis mining Ponzi scheme. And you might be wondering, what is a Ponzi scheme? Well, it's easily Googleable, or I can just tell you here real quick. Basically, in a nutshell, a Ponzi scheme is where you'll have an investor, and he'll be a fake investor, and he gets a bunch of rich people to come along and invest with him. He says, I'll give you a bunch of money, like I'll make you a lot of money. Okay. And then as other investors come along, less rich, poorer people come in to make money as well. They give them his money, their money, and then that investor just gives that money to the rich people. Those rich people then say, hey, look, we're making all this money. I mean, this is a really good deal. But really, all that money is just coming from the lower investors, and no real investment is actually taking place. And then eventually everybody loses their money. And that is kind of what Genesis mining is in a nutshell. It's not quite a Ponzi scheme, but I really like to um, define it as that. So, what is Genesis mining? Genesis mining is where you go to basically you pay a fee. As you can see, the fee can be very large, it can be anywhere in between. As you can see, you can just adjust the bar and it will mine cryptocurrency for you into a wallet, and then you can take that cryptocurrency and you can sell it, or you can trade it, or you can buy things with it, what have you. So it seems like a pretty good deal, right? I mean, if you can't mine yourself, why not have a website mine it for you? And the problem with that is that first of all, you don't gain much profit from this, and the market can actually crash while you're mining. So basically, you get this 2-year contract at $29. They'll mine Ethereum at 1 megahash, this one here, and now you wouldn't make much money from that because it's the absolute small starter pack, obviously, but in 2 years you'll probably make your money back. You'll make your money back probably maybe after 14 months or something like that, and then the rest of the time of the contract you're actually making money. Now, however, if the market crashes during that time, you're not making money at all. You may actually be losing money. So it's a complete gamble, and the problem with it is that you don't get all the coins up front, what they're worth right now. You're not actually buying coins right now so that you can take those coins and trade them, or buy things with them. Instead, you're getting this slow trickle, and that seems like a good idea to some. But the problem is with the whole system of how they want people to gather more people. So they want referrals. This is the perfect example right here. This YouTuber here, and I hate to point out a single YouTuber, but quite frankly, fuck him. Because this guy's making a lot of money for doing a lot of nothing, okay? This is Crypto Nick, and he has video after video after video that states, oh, I make 20,000 per month, I make 115,000, I make this much thousands, I make this much thousands, and that grabs people's attention. It's, whoop, I'm grabbing right onto that. And he shows proof of that as well. However, the problem is that the very first thing he says in almost every one of his videos is use this code right down here. Get 3% off every purchase on Genesis Mining as long as you use my code. Now, mind you, I will give you a code at the end of this. It will be in the description of the video below, but it is for Coinbase, and I'm going to explain myself in a moment. So every time somebody uses this 3% off, you see he has 17,000 views on just this video, but many of his other videos are 10,000, let's see, 27,000, and there are many others as well. But, and other people, as you can see, how to make a living, here's more cryptocurrency, this, that, and the other thing. So a lot of these people are talking about Genesis mining. And what happens is that he gets a higher hash rate. As you can see, his hash rate, the mega hashes, terahashes here, on mining these particular coin, Litecoin, Dashcoin, and whatnot, every time you sign up through him. Okay, so you're making him essentially faster and faster and faster every time somebody signs up with his code. So that next video he makes, Of course he's making more money. And look how much more money I am making. Look how successful Genesis Mining is. Just use my code and you too can get started. Well, that's true. You can get started. And if you also had a popular YouTube channel, which you likely do not, I certainly don't. I think I have 1,700 subscribers, mostly from Warcraft 3, as I like to cast. Haven't got much time to do that lately. But anyway, I've been really into cryptocurrency lately, and I've just seen a lot of scams that are going around. And it's not necessarily a scam. You can make money off Genesis Mining, as you can see crypto ripoff Nick does right here. So there's proof. But do you really think personally you know thousands of people that are going to sign up to your link? Even if you post it on your Facebook, do you think any of your friends are just going to be like, oh, this seems like a great idea, I'm going to sign up? And what if one does? You might get a little bit extra, but it's going to be pennies. So you need thousands of people. So you need this huge following of people, and most people just don't have that. Like, even if you have like 500 friends or something on Facebook, you might think you have a lot, but you don't. You just don't. I don't. You don't. Maybe you do if you're watching this. I'm not sure who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? But so that's how Genesis Mining looks good, because every time people are signing up, he's actually getting a faster hash rate on all of his stuff, or what he chooses to allocate it to. And then, of course, the next video he makes, he's like, oh, look how much more money I made. And you can just look up these videos. I'm not even going to play this video. I'm not going to give the satisfaction of it. And basically the first thing, and many things he says throughout, is use my code, use my code, use my code. So everybody's throwing out these codes. And what you have to realize is that everybody has the same code. Okay, so everybody has the same code. So if you use CryptoNick's code, you get 3% off. If you go to some other YouTubers, you get 3% off. If your best friend signs up to Genesis Mining and gives you a code, you're gonna get 3% off. Everybody has the same code. Let me just show you mine. You just go here, you hit invite friends, and then you make a link. It gives you a link, and then you can put it in your YouTube video, or you can email it to people, or you can do whatever, right? And so on Coinbase, what happens is if you sign up to, let's say, my link, or anybody else's for that matter, once you spend $100, you get $10 in free Bitcoin. And now I think that's a far better deal than Ethereum, or than Genesis Mining, because with Genesis Mining, you're mining at this slow rate. Just because you accepted somebody's 3% off means basically nothing. 3% is exactly what it sounds like, 3%. That's 3 pennies, that's $3, that's $30 for thousands of dollars, basically. So it's just not worth it for you, in that sense. You are much better off actually physically buying the Litecoin from Coinbase, and transferring your money to your US dollar wallet, which is free, and then transferring it over to GDAX, which is free, and then selling it on the spot. Whereas with Genesis Mining, what's gonna happen is it's gonna trickle in slow. And is the market gonna go up? Is the market gonna go down? You don't know. So how much money are you gonna make? You don't know. Most people don't make their money back for 8 months or more. Which, if you're a really long-term person, then so be it. But it's still not going to be that much by the end of the 2-year contract. And they can also cancel this contract if it is no longer profitable for Genesis Mining. So they can just cancel your contract at any time. So that means you lose your money, you lose additional coin. It's all bad. Genesis Mining is just simply not good. What I recommend is just go to Coinbase, sign up, and then what you want to do is you just go to GDAX. Actually, I have GDAX right here. And voila. And then buy your Bitcoin here. You can actually just transfer from your US dollar wallet, your portfolio. I have none in my wallet at the moment. I don't have anything on Coinbase because I actually transfer it over to GDAX. where I trade, because there are no fees over at GDAX as long as you do it the right way and you are a maker and not a taker, which I can make another video entirely explaining that if anybody doesn't get what that is. And I didn't either. I actually had to look it up a couple times. Excuse me. And I had to look it up a couple times because it was a little confusing. Basically, if you make liquidity, you're a maker. So if you set a price that is below the current price that you want to buy at, you're being a maker because you're creating liquidity. And if you want to sell at a higher price than it's currently selling at, then you just you put your bid in for that, and then you're a maker instead of a taker. Like basically, if you're a taker, you're buying right now, or you're selling right now at whatever the market price is, which is usually not good unless unless you're going to make a lot of money. But individual trades, if you're day trading all day long, if you're paying those fees all day long, you're gonna be hurting over a while. So there are some things to worry about on GDAX, but just as long as you're a maker, you'll never encounter a fee. And then once you make your money, if you would like to send it back to your bank account and enjoy your US dollars again, after you made a few bucks or a few $100 or $1,000 if you want, then so be it. That is also free. However, cryptocurrency, this mining, they'll have a wallet for you. Likely it will actually have a fee to remove from this wallet. It's a complete Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Do not deal with Genesis Mining. I encourage you to watch some of the Crypto Nick videos. They may actually make you think, oh, I can make a lot of money doing this, but just know that this guy gets possibly thousands. I actually watched one of his videos where he showed how many people had signed up to his I think this bonus payout is what it is actually, and he actually clicked on that and it was just hundreds of people, if not thousands. So that gets him a huge step up, and it makes him look good to Genesis Mining, so that when you go, I wonder how much I can make on Genesis Mining, I'll YouTube it. And then when you do, you see this guy making $20,000 a month, and you're like, oh wow, I can make $20,000 a month too. Probably not, unless you think you can get 1,000 people to sign up to the link. No, unfortunately. So I suggest Coinbase. And I have a link in the description below. Mind you, I hate selling out. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. Otherwise, I would make Minecraft videos, or I would make like I don't know, something else that makes money. But I actually received my Bitcoin. Received $10 in Bitcoin for taking a link as well. So you know, I pass that on. But the thing is that I got $10 and the other person got $10. So if you sign up with my link, you spend $100. Which is really easy to do because getting into the crypto market is super fun. Like if I bought it down here at 4,300 and then I sold later in the day at 4,400, I had one whole Bitcoin, I'd make $100. So that's actually pretty nice. That's $100 in a day for simply clicking a couple times, you know, later on in the morning. Although that was 3:20 in the morning, so if you happen to be up at 3:20 in the morning, but I know sometimes I am. So I get $10, you get $10, pretty good deal there. It's not just like, oh, you get 3% off and then I get a shitload more hashing power so that I look even better and better and better as time goes on. It's definitely a two-way deal. You get the same as me. So it's pretty nice. Just go to Coinbase, just buy the coin right out, just outright. It's going to be less expensive, and then you can trade it, and then once you sell it, you can buy it cheaper again, and then sell it high, and then buy it cheaper. And as you do that, you're gaining more and more and more coin because you keep selling it higher than you're buying it. And every time you sell, since you have more and more coin, you're actually gaining more and more and more and more money. Sometimes it's just a couple extra dollars, and then you can buy a couple extra dollars worth of Bitcoin, and that's just a little fraction more. And you're just going up and up and up exponentially, kind of semi-exponentially, I guess. So it's a much better deal. Don't deal with Genesis Mining. It's a borderline Ponzi scheme, literally. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments down below, because I kind of want to use the comments to maybe make a new video, like maybe if people just don't understand what they're watching or anything like that. or didn't understand, or maybe I skipped over a topic. I'm a pretty absent-minded guy, and that's I guess that's why I have a YouTube channel and play video games. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as usual, I'll see you guys next time.